All right, welcome. So here we are for Live Your Best Energy, day 2. Now, I want to welcome all of you because, last night we did our best. Some of you were a little overwhelmed, but today we'll dive a little deeper and explain more stuff to you. So before we start, let's just ask for a blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. You can pray to whoever you like. To my teacher, Master Chua Kok Sui Maha Guru Mei-Ling, we thank you for divine light, love, guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so before we start, let's generate some energy. Let me just share with you a very simple exercise, physical and breathing exercise to generate lots of energy in your body. And the technique, I'll show you first. Okay, we're going to back up a little bit. So you're gonna bend your knees. You're going to kind of bend down like this. You're going to inhale, open up your chest. Okay, so it's like this. Inhale, and then you clench your fist. You're going to go forward this way and crunch down, like that. So the whole thing. So what it is, when you open up this way, you're inhaling. And then you clench your fists, you close them, and then you crunch. You tighten your core. You store the energy. So this one, as you inhale, you're simultaneously opening up your rib cage, and you're also absorbing lots of energy. And then when you close it in and you exhale like this, you pack it into your warehouse. Okay, so everybody stand up. You can't do this by just watching. You don't get anything out of it. Zero. So come on, get up. I can see you. All right, ready? Get the most out of this. Come on. How engaged you are will determine how much you get out of this. So, are you ready? Okay, so you're going to bend down slightly. Now, inhale. Open up your arms. Clench your fists. Go like this. Bend. Like that. Okay? Inhale. Again. Inhale. Close it. So you're basically crunching. Like you're crunching. You're on the ground, you're doing crunches. Same thing. But this one, you're standing up. So when you bend, put your elbows in. Focus on your core. Like that. Okay. Let's do it 7 times. Let's go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, shake it out. All right, how do you feel? Everybody be a little more awake? I think you need 7 more times. Come on. It's about energy, right? So show me you got some. Okay, just relax. Now inhale. Open it up. Close it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Shake it off. All right. How do you feel? We good? A little more awake? All right. Have a seat. Let's continue. So you're wondering, what is this called? It's actually an ancient martial arts technique. In ancient China, they like to look at animals, and they use the animals as guides on how to have body movement. So this one is a form of tortoise. Like you have turtle and tortoise. Tortoise is on land, turtle is an amphibian. So this is like a tortoise breathing. So what they do, when you inhale like this, it's opening, and then when you crunch, it's like you're rounding out your back, like that. Okay? Anyway, it's less than 10 seconds. You generate lots of energy, and not to mention, you're awake. All right. So, yesterday we went through an overview. We also did how to boost your energy level, so you can add this to your repertoire. Tonight here in the United States, we're going to focus on self-healing. So I hope you have your bucket of salt water. If not, you forgot, okay, don't be panicking. You can visualize using your green fire. Now, people always ask, which one's better? Can I just visualize anywhere I go? It's something like this. When you visualize, you're using your will and your mental and visual faculty to gather this prana in the environment, change it into a form where negative energy gets disintegrated. That's great and wonderful. It works. Now, long term, if I'm working on someone over more than 15, 20 minutes, it's easier if I have a bucket of salt water because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to go, is that green fire still going on? Make sense? The bucket is there. Done. Got it? So if you're going to do this long term, you're going to do extended session on yourself or someone else, it's good to have salt water bucket next to you. It's just a practical aspect. Sometimes people, they go, oh, but I can visualize. Simple question. Can you sustain that visualization over a long period of time with no doubt? Some of you can, but most of us, our mind wanders. So it's one less thing to worry about. Make sense? It's the practicality aspect. All right, let's go. Now, as far as self-healing, there are many, many ways to do this. Let me just introduce it to you. I covered it a little bit last night. Tonight, we'll dive more into it. So, in order to work on yourself, you need to know where to aim the energy. That's obvious. So, we talk about 11 major chakras. I'll go a little deeper into it. So, essentially, these chakras are like wheels that spin in both directions. Okay? Now, how fast they spin, you cannot see in the screen because it's fast. It's like this. It's really, really fast. So, to have it on images to spin like this, that's just to help us understand it. Now, you will notice all the colors are very different from the traditional, red, orange, yellow, green, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? The colors of the rainbow. If your chakras are only those colors, your body won't survive. All right? So I'll cover this as we go to advanced pranic healing. But if you look at the basic chakra, which is on the, where the butt is, in between your butt cheeks, okay? It essentially has three colors, red, orange, and yellow. Red is what supplies heat to your body, keep your energy channels and blood vessels and whatever vessels open. Red is expansive. Orange is expelling. Expelling means releasing, but on a more forceful manner. So orange allows your body to expel used up energy or dirty energy. So when you're working out, your body produces a lot of orange to push stuff out of your system. Okay? When you go to the toilet, your basic chakra, your sex center, these lower chakras produce a lot of orange to push the waste products out. When a woman is in her period, that time of the month, the sex chakra produces a lot of orange. To do what? To expel the blood. Now, here's the interesting part. If, for whatever reason, that area does not produce enough orange, so the energy gets, let's just say, clogged up, it manifests as menstrual pain. So you have the physical reason, and you have the energetic reason. But it's all interconnected because your chakras, okay, let me put it in an easier way to understand. Remember we said everything is energy. So we're swimming in this ocean of energy, right? You have a physical body that's very dense and very solid. It vibrates very, very low. When I say low, it doesn't mean dirty or bad. It simply means compared to this subtle energy, it's very, very dense. So the question you should ask is, how do I have this thing that is so subtle that most people cannot see? You maybe feel it. How do you get that subtle energy to be absorbed by your physical form? There has to be an interface. Make sense? An interface. So what happens is, this prana, this life force or chi in the environment, your body has this energy body, the energy anatomy, like the chakras, the aura, and so on. That acts as an interface to take that subtle energy, process it, and then let it go into the physical organs connected to it. So, that said, so these energy centers, each of them control different organs. So, if it's okay with you, I know I'm going to go through this very fast because, just to give you an idea, we're going to do self-healing tonight. We're also going to do a quick Q&A. We're going to do a demonstration on healing right on the broadcast. And then after that, we'll also do the Tibetan breathing exercise. So it's a packed event, all right? So easiest way to understand. Your basic chakra gives energy to your bones, muscles, blood, and body temperature. If you're taking notes, you want to stay young, at least your body, that is the chakra that regulates your youthfulness. You can have somebody in their 60, 70, 80, 90, and they still have massive amounts of energy and they look young. That basic chakra is healthy. You have somebody in their 20s, 30s, looks like they're dragging their body around. That chakra is weak. So if you're focused on looking good, looking young, staying young, having vitality, keep that guy healthy. So if you go, well, how do I do that? One is cleaning and energizing. Another one, which some of you who exercise know this, squats. You see, whatever's happening in the energy body affects the physical body. You can also do it the other way. You can use the physical body to trigger the energy body. I'll prove it to you. Watch. Put your hand like this. Come on, you guys. All right, ready? Okay. So take this hand. You know what? Let's start from scratch because some of you just joined us tonight. You can't be there tonight. Okay, rub your hands together. Stretch it out. All right. All right. Sensitize your hands. Press and press. Ready? Just slowly go like this. Just try to sense the energy in between your hands. Now the key, the secret of this is this. When you're doing this, you're not going, where is it? It's subtle energy, so you're using basically the skin. So for some of you who are not so sensitive, actually all of you follow me, put your hand like this. You know when you love someone, you blow a kiss like this, right? Okay, imagine you're blowing air to your hand. Go. The other hand. Now watch. When you're doing this, what part of your hand is feeling the breath? Just the skin. Right? So when you're feeling energy, it's the same thing. When you're trying to feel energy, you're not going, where is that? It's subtle. So you have to use the very subtle part of your body, which is the skin, and just kind of like that. So try it again. Put it this way. Ready? Just close your eyes. Just put your gentle attention on the skin of your palms. And then as you move your hand closer, once you feel even a subtle something, okay, move your hand out. Do it again. Very subtly, just move your hand closer. Once you feel anything like a vibration, a tingling, a warmth, whatever it is, move your hand out. And just relax your hands as much as possible. Go in again. Move back. Go in, move back. All right. So that's a quick way to sensitize your hands. Now, so when you're feeling this energy, when you're scanning, we'll do this tonight when we're practicing, you always start from afar and come in. You know, I've seen people in classes, they go, I want to feel your energy. They start right here. Well, okay, if the aura is like 2 feet away, you're going to go, yeah, he's dead. Or they don't have energy. But in reality, what you're feeling is the edge of that aura. Anyway, I'll show you in a second. But here's what I'm trying to prove to you. Ready? Put your hand like this. Okay? Take this hand. From afar, slowly come in. Before your hand touches, if you feel a certain something, stop. All right? So you're feeling like, let's just say the aura of that hand. You also have a hand chakra and finger chakras. Now watch this. Follow me? Come on, you don't learn by watching. You learn by practicing. Okay, question. How many could feel a sensation on top of your hand? I can see you guys on the screen. How many can see a show of hands? All right? Follow me. Move it faster. How many can feel like something going like this on this hand? Okay, put your hand down. So, simple secret. When you watch somebody do Qigong, you watch somebody do yoga, by just watching the movements of their body and the parts of their body that they're continuously compressing or expanding, or they compress it and hold it and expand that part of the body, you know what chakras they're cleansing and energizing. It's that simple. So if you find any part of your body that you compress and expand repeatedly, that energy center will be triggered. So if you want to activate your basic chakra, squats. Very simple. You want to activate your throat center? That's it. Never thought of it that way, huh? It is that simple. So the physical body affects your energy body affects your physical body. let's move on. Now, when it comes to doing healing on ourselves or other people, the concept is very, very simple. Whatever the chakra is, and the organs it affects, if something's going wrong with the organs, it will show up on the energy center or the chakra. So if somebody has arthritis, back pain, spine pain, musculoskeletal issues, blood problem, or whatever, it'll manifest on that basic chakra because it controls it. Okay, another example. Your solar plexus, right here, below your sternum. That feeds energy to all these internal organs here, from your stomach to your liver, your spleen, your intestines, and so on and so on. So what happens is, if there's something wrong physically, it will manifest in the chakra. Now, the opposite is also true. When you get angry and upset, the solar plexus gets dirty and clogged up. Fresh prana cannot go into those organs. At some point, those organs fail. That's why I'm sure you know people who are, they're vegan. They clean only super clean water. They have air fresheners or air cleaners everywhere. They're taking every vitamin and everything else you can think of, but their body's still a mess. You know why? They're always angry. They're resentful. So they're taking the physical side, but emotional, mental side, they're not. So they clog up the solar plexus. They're always angry and resentful. So that dirty energy prevents fresh prana from coming in. Plus, that dirty energy starts to seep into the organs. That's why I remember my teacher, Master Cho, said, because one of the foods, I know you're going to ask this sometime in the class, so I'll share it with you. People ask, well, how about diet? You can eat anything you like, well, within reason. But what we're taught is not to eat certain foods like pork, catfish, and eel. Now, not for religious reasons like the Jewish and Muslim tradition, because energetically not clean. Okay? I know some of you go, hold on, don't panic. There are a lot of good people out there that eat pork. And there are a lot of good people that are vegetarian. It's not the only factor. But I remember he said something many years ago. He said, getting angry is worse than eating pork. In other words, when you eat pork, at some point this air it becomes grayish energetically, and it might clog your channels. But when you get angry, it clogs so much more. Long term, it's worse. Now, if you're smart, you do both. You don't eat things that clog your channels, and you keep your emotional, mental state clear. You get the best of both worlds. Okay? So let me go back. So the solar plexus affect those organs. So if something wrong with a person's digestion, intestinal issue, and so on and so on, that's the area you work on, because that chakra is the interface to those organs. If you have neck pain, right, your throat center feeds energy to your throat as well as your entire neck. So we will clean and energize this area, and so on and so on. So the chakras affect the organs and also vice versa. Now, if I can take maybe less than 5 minutes of your time, I just want to describe what happens when these energy centers get clogged up. So, simplest way to understand it, when the body's healthy, the aura should follow the contours of the body. So if you look at this image here, I'll see if I can mess with it. Okay. So you'll notice here, see this? That's the aura. Now, when you talk about the aura basically works like this. If these are the chakras, and they're all functioning properly, as in they're absorbing fresh life force, releasing what it doesn't need, and it's healthy, that means all the chakras are maintaining a balance, so the aura will be even. Anytime the energy builds up that it's not able to release, it'll cause a bump. That's called a congestion. Anytime there's some disease or dirty energy clogging up the center and the chakra cannot absorb enough fresh life force, it's a depletion. So it looks like this. A congestion, in other words, let's see. You see this bump? So instead of being even like this, there's some issue here which will cause the aura to go like that. That's what you call a congestion. Now, when you're feeling congestion, it could be one of a few things. You could feel heat. You could feel lots of tingling. You could feel like a heaviness. All right? Now, the opposite of that, by the way, when you're scanning, it looks something like this. Let's see if I can do it this way. 1 second. So you bring your hand out, and you will feel, compared to another area, it's sticking out more. It's warm, it sticks out more, pushes your hand. Okay? Now, a depletion, on the other hand, depletion, if you look at this image, if the aura is here, it's dipping inside. So instead of sticking out or normal, it dips in. Clear? So the question is, what the heck do you do with it? So if it's a congestion, that's obvious. Oh, hold on. If it's sticking out, you'll remove that first. The question people ask is, well, okay, that's great. If it's depletion, it's low in energy, do I put energy in too? Do I put energy right away? The answer is no. In both cases, whether it's sticking out or not enough energy, we always clean first. The question is why? Congestion is obvious. I mean, if there's too much, who in the right mind would put more? So you remove it first. Make sense? So the question is, why would you still clean even if it's depleted? This is why. Think about it this way. Energy is everywhere. So if energy is everywhere, if you're low in energy, how could you possibly be low in energy? All you're going to do is suck it in. Yeah, that makes sense, but how? But I can't. Why not? There must be something obstructing it. So that obstruction is right here. It's not as much as this guy. It's a lot less. Nevertheless, there is. So in both cases, whether there's too much energy or too little, we first have to remove what's blocking the inflow of fresh life force. If you understand what I'm saying, raise your hand. So at least I know I'm having you get this. It's just like, you know, some people, they take a lot of vitamins, like kind of nutrients, but their stomach, their gut is clogged up. It's not what you take, it's what you assimilate. Same thing with energy. That's why I've known people, they wear crystals, they wear this, they put, you know, a ton of essential oil. You can smell them from 5 miles away. And then you go, look at the energy still level low. I'm going. So I asked them, when was the last time you cut the negative cords like we did last night? They already took the class, huh? I don't know, maybe a year ago? Uh-huh. When was the last time you did some self-cleansing? When was the last time you took a salt water bath? When was the last time you did, you know, whatever, cut the cord, remove the roots and everything? Oh, when I took the class, that was a year ago. So they think by putting all this stuff on, looking like Mr. T with all these crystals, they suddenly have more energy. Useless because it's not going in. You're better off, I know this sounds wild, you're better off keeping your energy field clean and not putting anything in because your body is a conduit to just be able to absorb the fresh prana from the environment. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Yeah, but you know, I was told that if I just keep my energy clear, I will be absorbing negative energy too. That's not entirely true. Like qualities attract. If you keep your energy field clean, your emotions, your thought clear, the negative thoughts, negative energy from the environment, there's nothing to stick to you too. There's no point of attraction. Make sense? So that's why it's very, very important. Once you take pranic healing, you understand this. We focus a lot more on cleansing than energizing. Because when you do proper cleansing, keep your energy field clear, automatically your vibration goes up. Negative energy doesn't have anything to stick to. So when you're working on someone or working yourself, you'll notice that you already feeling better, or there's already improvement just by cleansing. Because just by removing the blockage, your body can now drink of the fresh life force from the environment. If you understood this, raise your hand. Come on, I want to know you're with me. Okay, good. You notice I'm talking very fast, right? Plus the accent, good luck. No, I'm doing this because there's so much content I want to share with you. All right, now that you understand about congestion depletion, how do you do self-cleansing or cleaning other people? It's very simple. You don't have to go into deep meditation or trance. If there's trash on the table, you just grab it and throw it to the trash can or rubbish bin, right? You don't have to go, let me think of this stuff and meditate. No, just, right? So the easiest people to teach pranic healing to, believe it or not, are children. See, they don't overthink it. What frequency should I use? What's going on? What should my consciousness? I look at them, just pull the stupid thing and throw it away. That's how many years ago. Some of you, if you're with me in Anchor Light, I shared this story with you. We're preparing for a retreat. Like next week, we're going to a retreat. And while we're setting up, my teacher, Master Talk 2, is coming. I go, we got to get this ready. We're at the retreat place preparing. And there's one of the volunteers had back pain. And back pain, I go, how bad is it? Oh, it's minor, but it hurts here, here, and here. So I asked one of the volunteers, hey, could you please just work on her real fast? It's minor. So here I'm preparing everything. 10 minutes later, I'm looking at the lady, I'm going, why don't you work on her? This lady told me, well, you see, I know 27 different modalities, so I don't know which one to use. You know what I told her? I know one. How do you feel? Better? Okay, done. Get the point? I'm going. It should be simple and practical. So I'm sharing this with you, not out of being sarcastic, because when we work on ourselves, it's as simple as, oh yeah, this hurts. There must be some blockages there. Don't go like, let me tune into the frequency of the universe, tune into this and invoke every angel in the universe and heal me. Pull the stupid thing, throw it away. Who's with me so far? If it's too much for you, sorry. That's how pranic healing. It's extremely practical. So, that said. So I showed it to you yesterday. If you have a saltwater bucket, you sweep it, or if you have green fire, so you sweep it, you basically cup your hand. Okay, follow me, put your hand like this. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, throw. That's it. What you don't want to do is open your fingers. Because if you open your fingers, it's almost like you're clawing. So I remember when we teach this in class, I see people go, yeah, there's so much crap in there. It happened, they were paired to somebody who's very sensitive. They go, yeah, every time you clean, it hurts. And the person who does not know what he's doing, yeah, because he has so much dirty energy, that's why it hurts. I would look at them, no, because you're going, wow. Okay? So, cup your hand, just gently scrape it off and throw. So if I'm going to work on my solar plexus, 1, 2, and throw. Now, here's what you don't do too. Don't sweep up. Because if you go up, remember, if you look at your body, your more sensitive organs are your brain, your eyes, your heart, and it progressively gets what? Less sensitive or less sensitive. So if you were to sweep upwards, you take that lower frequency energy and shove it into your eyes and your brain. So we always clean, look at my hand, down to the side or at an angle. Then, of course, in the advanced class, we teach you how to do counterclockwise for cleansing, energizing, etc. But for now, let's make it very simple because anybody can do this. You sweep and you energize. Got it? So the cleansing is obvious. Very easy. Let's go to the energizing. I didn't go through this in detail yesterday. I want you to follow the video. Okay, first, press. Press. Okay? Open one hand, doesn't matter which one. I know some people are going to tell you it has to be your left hand. It doesn't matter. Open your hand. Hey, what happened to this guy? Hold on. The video froze. Okay, press, press. Okay. After you press, you're supposed to do this. Raise the other hand. Project light. Okay, forget the video. Follow me. Press, press. Open one hand. Armpit slightly open. Now just be still. Either intend or just feel energy coming in. You don't have to visualize. Now raise the other hand. Very relaxed. Project light. Okay? So you just project light. You can visualize if you like or just intend it. Now keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Project light. Make it brighter. Relax. Make it brighter. Just pour it out. More. More. Now the way you do this to make it more is not to tense your muscles because it works in the opposite way. The more tense you are, the channels constrict. So the more relaxed you are, more energy flows through. Use your mind to move energy. Write it down. Some of you taking notes, write it down. Use my mind to move the energy, not my muscles. In other words, don't go, I'm going to give you energy. If you go like this, it comes out like that. The more relaxed you are, more energy flows through. That's why you've ever seen people do Tai Chi. You know, it's very, very gentle, very soft. And yet, if you scan them, now that you know how to feel energy, you feel the energy pulsing. Okay, when it comes to subtle energy, the more relaxed you are, the more energy flows through your channels. Okay, let's continue. Now, let me explain this first before we go in more detail. I barely talked about it yesterday. There's two ways to do this. One is the battery technique. The battery technique works like this. You do meditation, you do energy work, pack the energy into your lower abdomen or tantien, and then you consciously take that energy and pump it out. Now, I'll share with you a funny story. Remember, I got into pranic healing because my wife broke her hip. I used pranic healing to make her feel better and heal faster in instead of 3.5 months, in 2 weeks she was walking. I remember I have a friend, I was in the Philippines then, and he's a Chinese guy. So we're in the car. As I told him what happened, he goes, I don't believe in that. I go, why? Because you see, in Chinatown, we have Qigong masters. And they said, unless you've done 25 years of intense Qigong and packed that energy, there's no way you can project energy out. I mean, I'm being nice. I didn't say anything. Then I thought about it. So how in the world did my wife get better? So I approached my teacher. I said, Master, this guy said this and that. He goes, okay. It's something like this. Just ignore them. That's one. Number two, he said, you see, there's internal energy and external energy. What he's talking about is correct. Internal energy, you pack the energy in and you charge or you heal someone. That's valid. But in our case, we use the water pump technique. The water pump technique basically means you're swimming in an ocean of energy, you pump it in, and you pump it out. As long as there's energy outside, anybody could heal. So instead of taking so long to be able to help someone, as long as you can absorb and project, anybody could heal. And I go, that makes sense. And then I'm going to repeat what I shared with you last night, and there's a bonus. The bonus is if you have the correct technique of drawing in a lot more than you pump out, every time you work on someone, you get stronger. So literally you go, yeah, I like helping people. Great. The more people you help, the stronger you get, the healthier you get. I don't know that many healers that say that, the more people I work on, the more energy I have. Most people say, yeah, man, I work on 20 people, I feel sucked dry. That's because subconsciously, and I want to emphasize, subconsciously, they're using their own life force. In pranic healing, if you do it properly, you will notice that your energy level actually gets stronger at the end of the day. Your body might feel fatigued from moving your arms so much, but you're like, your energy level goes up. So take a look. In this technique, you're using this hand to this hand, right? So everybody follow me. Press and press. Receive. Project. Now, even the ones who are watching who have already taken pranic healing, I've seen people forget about this. Okay, go like this. Repeat after me. 60, 40. Just say it. 60, 40. So what you're doing, as you're giving energy, you're putting your intention in. My attention is divided. 60% here, 40% here. So you are always what? Drawing more than you put out. Genius. I remember when my teacher said it, I go, why didn't I think of that? Because the opening here and the opening here are the same. Make sense? Same size hole. So if I don't put that intention in, most likely it's going to be even. So I just put the intention in 60, 40. So when I'm working with someone, I'm receiving life force 60, 40. So here's what we're going to do. Let's make this practical. If you have your saltwater bucket and whatever, we'll start practice now. If you don't mind, stand up. It's easier. We'll do it together. I can see you on the screen. Okay. Let's start with the obvious one. When we're stressed out, it's right here. So rub your hands together. Press the center of your palms. Just kind of stimulate your hand centers by scanning each other like this, each hand. All right. So let's try. I'm going to stand at an angle so you can watch me. You can use either hand. This is your heart center. Just imagine it's like this, and the solar plexus is below it. Okay? Your visualization is not important. You just have to intend where it is. Okay, ready? Follow me. Put your hand here. Repeat after me. Say, my heart center or my solar plexus, my heart chakra. Bring your hand out. Slowly come in. And before you touch your chest, if you feel something, stop. Try it. Or you can just simply say, I'm scanning my heart chakra. So start from afar. Come in. Once you feel any at all, remember, it has to be in line. Huh? When you feel something, drop your hand. Okay? Click in the salt water a little bit. Now, we're going to scan the solar plexus. We're going to compare. Here's what we're comparing. You remember this? Congestion or depletion. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Heart. Okay. Shake your hand. Say, my solar plexus. From afar, come in. First question. Does it feel the same? How many notice it's not even? One is like pregnant. Okay. It's very simple. Most people, unless you have a heart problem, most people, the heart chakra is relatively, let's just say, good reference. So if you don't have a heart issue, if you go like this, you use this, this is my heart, you use that as your baseline. The solar plexus, most of the time, if you're stressed out, will stick out like crazy. So I think we all live in a modern world, so there's stress. We'll use this technique we're going to do to clean and work on our solar plexus and back solar plexus. All right? So if you have your salt water ready for you to work on, let's start. Okay, rub your hands together. Press the center of your palms to activate it. Now, when you clean your solar plexus, you can use one hand or two hands. It's like using one shovel, two shovels. But for now, let's start with one. So this is the solar plexus. This is salt water. Cup your hand. Doesn't matter which hand. Follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just imagine you're removing gray clouds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at the salt water or green fire. Throw it. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Throw it out. If you have a sprayer, wash your hands. If not, clean your hands with green light. Let me see if this camera will work better. Okay, it's a little wider. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, don't throw it yet. Open the other hand you didn't do anything with. Open this hand. Compare. How many could feel like one is, I don't feel much, this one's like, okay. Throw in the salt water. Now do you understand it? Let's use two hands. Cup your hands. Just go, one. Just go like this. Now the funny part, when we're in class, people say, excuse me, can I touch myself? I go, you're working the energy, but I think some people start laughing because they thought of something else. But you don't have to touch, you're working on the energy body. Okay, throw in the salt water. How many of you are feeling a little lighter already? Show of hands. Like, that's because that's where we store the stress. So we're not done yet. You keep cleaning. Normally, you do at least 50. So in class, we actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Throw. 1, 2. Just keep going. You cannot over clean. If you keep cleaning and that area is already clean, then used up energy will release. So there's no harm. Okay, wash your hands. Keep going. Okay, now, I'm looking at the screen here. How many of you, as you do this, felt lighter? Like, almost took like a sigh of relief. How many of you, when you're doing this, actually felt slightly nauseated? Like, almost feel like slightly you want to throw up. Anybody? Okay, some of you. Let me explain. Stop first. It's something like this. When you feel lighter, obviously it's because that congestion came off. Why would a person feel nauseated? Because just imagine inside our bodies, when we have a lot of stress and negative energy, negative emotions that we don't express, it's packed in there. As you keep cleaning, sometimes you hit almost like a pocket of dense stress energy. As it's coming out and you cannot clean fast enough, you feel like that. By the way, some of you, you might notice when you're stressed out, you yawn a lot. Or you belch, you burp. In both cases, the solar plexus is expelling. So sometimes when you work on someone, you're cleaning and suddenly go, or they want to actually throw up, it's because the solar plexus is really expelling. So what do? Number one, don't panic. Number two, keep cleaning. Because if you don't, and you start giving energy, what happens? You could shove in deeper. Okay, so let's clean some more. Okay, I think we've done easily 50. Okay, wash your hands. Now we're gonna energize. So watch the screen. Oop. Forget that guy. All right, so press, raise one hand. Let's see the camera. Okay, draw energy in. Draw energy, oops, sorry. Okay, draw energy in. Raise your hand like this. This is how you project to someone, correct? All you gotta do is aim it inside, like that. So aim it at the solar plexus. Just breathe. Breathe. Just, some of you like to visualize, you just imagine you're filling that area with light, like you're shining a torch or a flashlight. All right, now, you cannot over clean, but you can over energize an area. So if you feel, as you do this, you feel a heaviness inside, or you feel like your hand is slightly being pushed out, that area is full. Okay? So when you're done, follow me. Imagine you have blue light, very, very light blue. Okay, as you see here, after the energizing, just give it a second. Once it's full, you cover it with a layer of light blue. We'll cover this in the class in detail. This is called stabilizing. So just maybe 3 strokes. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Done. All right. Shall we test? Scan your heart. Scan your solar plexus. How many notice it's a little more even? The more important question is, how many feel... Now, isn't that wild? Moving your hands in the air like a crazy person, you make somebody feel better? Because this blockage is in the chakra. You take it off. However, some people, when we do this, they go, oh, I feel great. Now my back hurts. You know why? All right. Let me see how I'm going to do this for you. All right. Look at this. So your front solar plexus and your back solar plexus are in line. So when a person releases emotional garbage out of the front chakra, that's great. But some of these that don't get released run to the back. So the front solar plexus, you might be clean. The back solar plexus is restore our old stuff. So if you're taking notes, front solar plexus is express emotions. Back solar plexus is repress and suppress. Okay? If you go to society, any society you go to, easily 80-90% of people, guaranteed, have blocked back solar plexus. The question is why? Because when we're around people, we don't always say what we think or how we feel. Which is good in a way, because otherwise, if you imagine you look at someone, that dress is really ugly. You don't mean anything bad, but it's really ugly. But does it need to be said? No, so you hold it to yourself, right? So those stuff we keep back there. Now, watch this. This is super important. If we don't clean the back solar plexus, or we have a tendency to hold resentment over a period of time, that chakra back there, the back solar plexus, is the one that controls the pancreas. So when the pancreas malfunctions, what do you have? Diabetes. Now, I'm not saying all people who have diabetes have resentment, but it actually, let's just say, sets up the energetic condition for it. Okay? So let's keep going. Let's clean our back solar plexus. So let's do another test. Rub your hands. Imagine you look at your own back. Say your name 3 times in your mind so you don't heal other people. You're healing yourself. Okay, raise your hand like this. Say the energy of my back heart chakra. Because you have a front heart, you have back heart. The energy of my front heart, my back heart chakra. Okay, flick your hands. the energy of my back solar plexus chakra. So it's as if you're looking at someone. Back heart, back solar plexus. How many can feel the back solar plexus slightly pushing your hand? All right. The ones in VIP and premium, because I can see most of you. Of course, I have to shift some of the screen. How many of you would like to know more? Raise your hand. Okay, hold on. But that means if you know more, you be more responsible with what you know. This is my point. Let's try. Say my back solar plexus. Try it. Say my back solar plexus. Compared to your back heart. How many already notice it's slightly more congested? Okay? Watch. Put your hand down. Close your eyes. Think of somebody you don't like. Somebody that upsets you. Hopefully it's not me. Okay. Done? Okay, open your eyes. Doesn't take a lot. Check it again. My back heart. My back solar plexus. How many notice your back solar plexus kind of went boing? That's where we store it. So here's the best news of all. If you or someone you know is having difficulty forgiving, if you clean the back solar plexus and the front and back solar plexus enough, it's difficult for them to hold that resentment. They can still generate it, but at least you go, I really want to forgive that guy. I know he's a jerk, but I really want to forgive him. I just can't. Okay, clean it up. After you clean it, if they really want to, at least they're fighting less resistance. So we use that as a test. Right now, I just asked you to think of someone that you don't like or bothers you, right? Observe your level of the intensity of that negative feeling. Ready? Visualize you looking at your own back. Repeat after me. My back solar plexus. Cup your hands. Now start digging. Throw in the salt water. Come on. You're not using any colors. You're just simply scraping it out, then dumping it in the salt water. You cannot over clean, so keep going. Wash your hands in between. I already asked you to bring that yesterday, right? If not, just clean your hands with green light for now. Now, every 30 seconds or so, say, my back solar plexus. So you will keep your intention clear. Okay? Clean your back solar plexus. Okay, we've done easily 50. Wash your hands. All right. Raise your hand like this. Let's compare. The energy of my back heart. The energy of my back solar plexus. How many already notice it decreased? Show of hands. How many notice it decreased? Okay, more important question. How do you feel about that person that you don't like? Is the intensity as high or did it drop? How many notice like, it was not really that a big deal? So the energy affects the way you think and the way you feel. If you keep your front and back solar plexus clean, most of the time it's more difficult for people to trigger you. Aha. You know, sometimes people, you talk to someone, you go, you get upset right away. It's not always their fault. The seed is already there. That's why, if you've heard me say this before, as you keep doing your meditation, you keep your energy field clean, one of the ways you know you're progressing is it's less likely people trigger you. So if you already know somebody triggers you, before you meet them, clean your front back solar plexus, so less chance of them triggering you. That's just one practical application. Okay, let's energize, shall we? Same thing. Press. Open one hand, give it maybe a second or two to draw light, draw energy. Raise your hand, visualize you looking at your own back. Say it, my back solar plexus. Project light to your back solar plexus. Just breathe. Now, if you're sensitive, some of you might actually feel a warmth or a sensation in your back. That's good. Just fill it with light. Okay, if you feel like a push, or you feel like, it feels like it's not moving anymore, it's full. So paint it blue, 3 strokes. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's how we do it. So it's just a matter of which energy center you're working on. Okay, let's try another one. Some of you have mentioned that you have lower back pain. All right, so let's try it. Imagine you're looking at your own back. Now, before we do this, I want you to check how loose, how tight your back is, so we have a before and after comparison. All right, here's what we're going to do. The ones who have back pain, anywhere in your back, here's what I want you to do. Raise your hand. Pick an area of your body that there's no pain, nothing wrong. For example, I'm going to work on my back. Well, everything's fine, so I pick my arm. I go like this. Okay, that's good. Then pick my leg, nothing wrong there. So what you're doing, you're looking for a baseline measurement. Here's the key. How do you know what is congested or depleted if you don't have a reference? In other words, how would you know that this is congestion if you don't know what is normal? See that? This is congested because in comparison to the normal, it sticks out. Same thing. How do you know what's depleted if you don't know what is normal? How do you know it's less? It's just like you stick a thermometer in your mouth, you go, okay, there's a number, you have a fever. Based on what? It's higher than 37. No, that's Celsius. What the heck is normal? 98.6. Okay? So same thing. Ready? So imagine you look at your own back. You can use one or two hands. After you found your reference, so just imagine if I'm using my arm going, okay, if I go like this, I can feel the energy approximately 2 feet from my arm. My leg, okay, close enough, but this much. So anything that's less is depleted. Anything that's further is congested. Does this sound logical to you guys? Yeah? All right, let's try it. Imagine you look at your own back. Remember, whatever your baseline is, okay, just move your hand. I use this hand so you guys don't get in the way. Okay, ready? Just close your eyes. Now move your hand down your back and start gently moving in and out, thinking, if I visualize my body like 1 foot away, okay, how does that feel? Just slide your hand down. All right, open your eyes, look at me. How many notice it's not even and smooth? I'm curious. How many notice it was bumpy? So when you say bumpy, just imagine congested, depleted, congested, depleted, congested, depleted. That's how it works. Now, the ones who said they have back pain, how many of you notice the area where there's back pain is significantly more congested or significantly more depleted? Show of hands. Okay. Get my point? So, regardless of congestion or depletion, we clean everything. So let's give it a try. You have your salt water bucket, right? We'll do this together. So I'm looking at my own back. Repeat my name in my mind 3 times. Cup your hands right on the spine so you can clean many chakras at the same time. Start digging. Go all the way down to the legs. Now don't throw it out yet. Hold in your hand. Now, why is this important? Watch. Go like this. Just press it. The ones who are more sensitive, you might feel a slight heaviness, right? Okay. Throw in the salt water. Do it again. Visualize your spine. Just start digging. All the way down. Test it. Some of you still heavy, some of you is a little softer. That gives you an idea that it's getting less. Some of you is still heavy, that means we need to clean more. That's it. Dump your salt water. Let's keep going. If you notice the area that you have back pain, dig a little more. All the way down. Dump into the salt water. Keep going. Remember, we promised you self-healing, right? Well, that's what we're doing. So participate. Okay, dump it in salt water. Okay, wash your hands. All right, we're not done yet. Just a quick test. Ready? You remember how it felt a few minutes ago before we cleaned? Try again. Just sense how the feel of energy in your back is now. Is it still as bumpy as uneven, or do you notice it's gonna smooth out a little bit? Now, listen carefully. This is the beauty of the whole thing. Just by doing that, it will reveal the trouble spots. In other words, earlier it's like bump. So if you start cleaning, what will happen? The minor congestion depletions go away because as you move that block, fresh prana goes in. Then it will reveal the problem areas. Now, of course, unless you're a medical doctor, you're not allowed to diagnose. But at least you will know what the energy blockage is. So let's try it again. 1 or 2 hands. Try to feel, say, my back. Now try to slowly move down. Be aware if there's an area where it draws your more attention, more popping it out, or draw your attention that it goes in. All right. We're going to focus on that. So ready? 1 or 2 hands. Focus on whatever area you felt. Now, if you're like me when I first started, don't feel a darn thing. Just pick your back solar plexus, lower back, or anywhere. You can't screw it up. Okay? But if you have one, back pain, whatever, pick it. Go, clean it. Just dig. Every 5 or 10, throw in the salt water. Just imagine you're removing, you're extracting these grayish clouds. Dig. Now, people always ask, how much do I clean? It depends on the severity. I've had cases where I swept 50 times. I had cases where I've been sweeping for 15, 20 minutes, probably thousands of times. Because the more I clean, the more crap comes out. Disease energy. So, I forgot to have an international audience, and some of you might think crap is like when you go to a casino, you throw, anyway. Okay. All right, wash your hands. I think most of you have done enough to clean it. We will energize. So follow me. Press and press. Receive it with 1 hand. The area you want to energize, again, you're visualizing, right? Raise your hand, relax. Tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just project light. So 1 is receiving, 1 is projecting. Just fill it with light. Imagine that area you're working on is literally absorbing all that light you're giving it. Take your time. Remember, 60% drawing, 40% projecting. Okay. If you feel like it's pushing your hand back, or you feel like, yeah, I intuitively know it's full, just paint it light blue, 3 strokes. That's it. Okay, give it a test. How does your back feel? The ones who have back pain. How many, okay, the ones who, you can type it in, we can raise your, how many notice already a relief? I'm curious. Feel lighter. Okay, good. All right, everybody have a seat. Let's continue. Now, what I shared with you, okay, have a seat so we can continue with the theory, and then we'll practice again. What I shared with you is a simple protocol on cleaning and energizing. Now, some people after last night said, oh, I know this, I'm going to go heal all the people in the world with cancer. Hold on. There's more to it than that. It's not like, I'm going to heal the world by, you're healed. It doesn't work that way. Okay? This is why. Different ailments have different chakras that malfunction. And when you're working with someone, for example, with high blood pressure, unless you know what areas are affected, they don't have any symptoms. Unless you, even if you take a blood pressure monitor, okay, but what chakras do you work on? Make sense? So that's why there are so-called protocols. A protocol essentially works like this. So you have 11 major chakras, and the beauty of this is what actually made me believe in pranic healing. Being an engineer, I thought, this is wacky, man. Moving hands in the air, how could that even work? Because I remember talking to Master Choa, this is early years, 1988. He said they've actually, with the help of people who could see energy, observed these different ailments. And they notice, hey, everybody who has back pain, these are the chakras that are affected. Everybody with menstrual cramps, these are the chakras. At some point, here's a compilation. Actually, when I went to his office, it was like at least 6, 7 like hanging folders. And I remember I went to him, I said, because the book was not yet written on advanced pranic. I said, Master, I'm working on this guy, and he has this and this. He goes, I worked on that case before. He goes like this, pull a thick folder, pull it out. He goes, okay, based on the people we work on, these are the chakras affected, these are the colors we use, and this is the result. So it's not one of those, well, I feel it. Because feeling, you can be sensitive or not, but it's based on actual data. So when we tell you this is the protocol for back pain, these are the chakras, because out of thousands of people that have been working with pranic healing, these are the common denominators. Okay? So that said, let's continue. I want to introduce you to color. So in pranic healing, we have level 1, which is using white light. As I said yesterday, white is screw-up proof. And the only thing you can really screw it up is if you energize somebody's heart, they'll feel tightness, and you do it long enough, they might faint. Okay, so in pranic healing, we'll go to it in there's certain places you don't project energy, but you're not going to kill them. Okay? Now, listen carefully. This white light is not just white. The so-called white light contains all the colors. So, many years ago, I remember my teacher was telling me he did an experiment. And this experiment works like this. If you have one person who was going to be the healer, and there was another person who could see energy, or could sense energy. And so my teacher said, okay, this is a glass of water, project red, orange, yellow, blue, whatever other colors. So the guy was like, okay, I'm visualizing this, visualizing that. And of course the other guy's like the x-ray machine, looking at it. And he would say, actually, you're projecting red, it came out green. You said blue, it came out violet. So very few percentage, very little percentage, did the person project the right color. Let me explain why. Watch this. Okay, let's go back to this image here. So when you're projecting energy, you're receiving white. If you don't visualize anything, it's white. When you don't visualize anything, when you project, it comes out white. So in order to project a specific color, you have to use your will and your intention to isolate that red from all the other colors. It's just like taking white light, using a certain lens to just tune out everything but leave red. Now, what is the normal attention span of most people? Good luck, right? I think the studies show 15 seconds, and the younger generation, if they're so used to social media, everything going faster, even shorter. So imagine you're going, red, oh, what's for dinner? That's that. So Master Cho came up with a very simple system, which I'm going to share with you now, on how to be able to project these colors. And that is simply understanding the color of your chakras. As I mentioned earlier, none of your chakras are single color. Your basic is red to keep your body warm. It has orange so you can expel. Oh, I didn't talk about yellow. Yellow is the color of your bones and ligaments and tendons. So if your basic chakra is only red, you can't stand up, and you can pee, and you can't poop. So each of the colors does something, okay? Now, here's where the magic is. Watch. So this is white. In advanced pranic healing, you learn how to use color, not just by visualization alone, because not everybody visualizes well. So the basic chakra has 3 colors, red, orange, and yellow. Let's just show of hands. Is this too much information? You might cut it down. I can cut it down if you want me to. Are we still okay? Because I can get really technical because I love this stuff. Okay, all right. Since most of you says it's okay and you're not asleep, that's a good sign. All right, imagine this is the chakra. Let's say this is the basic. It has what color? Red, orange, and yellow. The easiest way to understand it is just the basic chakra is like a piece of glass with 3 colors, red, orange, and yellow, and it spins. So when white light hits it, that white light that contains all colors, as soon as it hits that chakra, as it's spinning, that chakra will chop down the white and just suck in the red, orange, and yellow. Who understands what I'm talking about? That's the magic. So your chakra, the color chakra is like stained glass in the church. White light comes from the other side. On this side, what you see is the color of the glass. So if white light hits it, red, orange, and yellow, it will only absorb those colors. Now watch this. So if I focus on my basic chakra, I put my hand like this, even if I'm the worst visualizer in the world, if I focus on my basic, project light, the only 3 colors I could come up with are what? Red, orange, and yellow. The chances of accidentally producing green is none. Who gets this? Raise your hand. Let me look at you. Yeah? All right, now watch this. Same thing with the throat. Most people think your throat chakra is only blue, right? Because again, a lot of us, when we first started, colors the rainbow, colors are the chakras. But your throat has two colors, green and blue. So if I focus on my throat and project light, the only two colors that could possibly come out are what? Green and blue. Actually, a little more, some violet. There's some violet in your throat center. So, before we continue, let's practice so you know what we're talking about. Okay, ready? Let's try the red first. And the first thing you do is you scratch your butt. No, you tap your tailbone. You tap your tailbone. Just like you went like this, you just press your tailbone. Now, when you're doing healing in public, don't be going, where's that now? You look funny. Okay, just press, focus on your basic. Inhale, exhale slowly. Raise one hand. Imagine white light. It still has white, remember? And then just a light red energy. Okay, click your hands. Let's do it another way so you have immediate feedback. Ready? Open one palm like this. Okay? Raise one hand. Focus on the base of your spine. Project white with a tinge of red on this hand. So instead of working on another person, you're trying on the other hand. Okay, go. Project light red to that palm. Just breathe. Breathe. How we can feel a certain warmth in this hand? Yeah, red is warm. It's used for dilation. Okay, go like this. That's why when we work on asthma, after we clean the lungs, one of the things we do is we energize the lungs with red. If somebody has arthritis, after we clean, we energize with red to strengthen the air, and so on and so on. Okay, let's try orange just for practice. Okay, go like this first. Okay, focus on the base of your spine in your hand. Imagine white with a tinge of light orange like peach. Project it to the other hand. Just breathe. Okay, go like this. All right, how many of you felt a difference in sensation between red and orange? Show of hands. Okay, some of you are sensitive, some of you not. Now, this you will know. Watch. Tap your throat. We're going to try. Oops, let's see. We're going to try blue. You know what? I got a better idea. Okay, go like this first. Tap your tailbone. Project red. Just like you did a few seconds ago. Imagine red from this hand going to that hand. Hope you can see me. Okay. Note the sensation in this hand. That's red. Okay. Let's try blue. Okay, go like this. Imagine blue light from this hand going to that hand. Okay, about the same time, right? All right. Question. How many of you noticed that red felt radically different than blue? That blue was actually cooler. Anybody? Yeah. So when somebody has a fever, after we clean them and the fever still won't go down, we project blue to the solar plexus to cool down the organs. If somebody's inflammation, after you clean it, remember the words I always say, clean first. Then we put blue. So by understanding what organs are affected, what colors they respond to, when you use colors, it's like going to a specialist. Because if you use white light is because let me dump it on there and then the body will take what it needs. Some of you go, well, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it, but look at it this way. Let's say an area is inflamed. Okay, you notice the area is inflamed, it feels hot and physically it looks red. Watch this. So after I clean it, if I project white light, if this is the range of white and red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, blue is only like this, I have to project tons of white because the rest of the colors are not being used. But if I know it's inflamed, I want to bring the inflammation down, which is blue is to cool it down, and I don't mess with any other color. Whatever I put in, all of it goes for the effect. So that means instead of taking an hour, your healing time just went shorter because you know what the body needs and you give it what it needs. Who gets this? You guys good? Is this too technical? I could really get. It's supposed to be an introduction, but I think I'm drowning you with information. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. All right. Now, how many of you have ever heard of spiritual healers? You know, they pray, they produce miracles. God is using them. Angelic beings. Okay. This is the technique they're using. They might not know it, but this is what's happening. Watch this. So this is called the crown hand technique. When they're invoking, praying, asking to be a channel, that brilliant light comes down the crown, and then the energy they project can be any color on the spectrum. So violet contains all colors, just like white, but vibrates higher. When you're praying over someone, sometimes when you're meditating or praying, sometimes you feel like you're shaking, like almost like a cold chill. That's because the divine energy coming down oftentimes is seen as we call electric violet. So this is the color we're going to focus a lot on tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll talk a little more about pranic psychotherapy and how it is used to disintegrate limiting beliefs we have in our system. Use it to disintegrate, since we're focusing on prosperity, any like poverty consciousness thoughts and emotions that are plugged into your basic and different chakras. So I'll cover that tomorrow in detail. Before we continue, I want to take questions. Let me see if my team is ready. We'll take questions from the VIP and Premier group. We'll put you on camera if you like, and then you can ask your questions. I can hear you. If you have any questions, could you please raise your hand button, and then they'll pick somebody. Okay. Hello. I think you have to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Namaste. Jessica Lee. I
Hi,
saw you
Jessica.
back in
How are you?
November.
Hello. Welcome.
Thank you, Master. So, one of my issues that I have is I was diagnosed with autoimmune, one of them being Hashimoto's. So I noticed that when I do try to draw prana from my throat, there's like something in the way and I feel nothing coming out. So
Okay.
how do I overcome that, I guess?
Okay. That's it? That's your question? All right. So it's something like this. No, I just want to clarify it so I don't answer the wrong question. It's something like this. I know this is actually a more advanced technique question, but I'll answer it anyway. For the ones who are new, if you haven't taken the classes, let me just put it in proper context. Let's see. Okay. 1 second. It still work? Okay, it still works. So if you do the throat hand chakra technique, you're using the throat to draw life force, correct? But what if the throat chakra is blocked? Okay. So what will happen is this. As the fresh energy comes in, this energy center that's the receptor could not fully activate the fresh energy. It cannot really absorb it because there's something wrong with the way it spins. So what we do in advanced pranic healing, you can put it back on screen. What we do in advanced pranic healing, we give you a substitute energy center. Okay, you still there? So if we're working on our own throat, or I need to work on someone, but it requires the color coming from my throat, I use a substitute. The substitute for the throat is the crown.
Okay.
The crown also has the other color. Same thing like if your basic chakra is blocked and you need to work on your own basic or somebody else's, you cannot use the chakra that needs healing to work on someone. So there's a substitute. Okay? Anyway, I think I covered that in class. The substitute for the basic is the navel. The substitute for the throat is the crown. Now the question you should ask is, what if I need to work on my own crown or somebody else's crown, but my crown center is blocked because I got a massive headache? Well, first of all, massive headache don't heal. But let's say you have something wrong with your crown center. Okay, most people don't know this. This is your crown. That's a major chakra. Most of people know about this one, which is, let me emphasize, mistakenly called the third eye. The real third eye is right here. So that's called the forehead chakra. Okay? I apologize. I know a lot of you who are new, that might be like too much information, but that gives you an idea that pranic healing is that technical that if one doesn't work, we always have a substitute to make it work better. Okay? Thank you, Jessica. Jessica, right? I hope I'm calling you right. By the way, I have a tip for you. If you call somebody the wrong name, you just say, I'm reading your past life name. That's that. They can't complain. Okay. One more question. Anybody else? I know a bunch of you raise your hands. Hello. You
Hi.
are, let me see, Holly. Hello,
Hi.
Holly.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Master, I have a question. It might be more advanced. My daughter has a congenital blood disease, and she has to get her spleen removed on Tuesday of next week. And I would love to know if there perhaps anything I can do that could heal her instead. I don't.
Okay. First of all, have you taken the classes yet?
No, I have not.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. So, first of all, we always say this so people have a realistic understanding. When you use energy healing, there's the energy field, there's a physical body. The part we don't have control of, there's several factors. One of the factors is how fast the body absorbs it and make the changes. It's just like the energy body is like the blueprint. So as you change congestion, depletion to even, it takes time for it to physicalize. Some very quickly, like most of the time with back pain, you cleanse, you energize, oh, I feel better, and then subsequently keeps improving. For autoimmune, it's more in depth. So what I would recommend is this. One, whatever you learn here, you can do cleaning on her. Okay? Okay? You do clean. You can't screw up cleaning. That's the nice thing about this. And assuming she's going into surgery, you clean her first before surgery. What happens is this. As you clean her body has more life force. After surgery, immediately she comes out, you have to do sweeping again right away, and then you energize her hands and her feet. Again,
Okay.
without having taken the class, that's the best I can do for you because I have to go into more detail with the organs. But hands and feet are the major, let's just say, chakras that not major chakra, but major openings that absorb fresh life force from the body. That's why some of you have done qigong before. You don't do anything, but you just move your hands and feet. You feel better because they absorb life force. And I would recommend that if you can, get in hold of our team and ask if anybody could help you work on your daughter before and
Okay.
after. Okay?
Oh.
If you say it, we have a lot of leaders and instructors that would gladly help you with that. Okay?
Oh, thank you. I'll definitely take the classes too.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I know some of you will ask, if you remove the spleen, does the spleen chakra disappear? No. The physical organ is not there, but the chakra is still there. It's just like if you work on someone who had, phantom pain, that they had an amputation or due to some accident, they're missing a finger, a limb, the aura is still there. Okay. All right, let's continue. Now, we're going to use this time. I think we have several people who want to receive healing online, so I can demonstrate this for you. Are they ready? Several people sent in the request, so I'll do what I can in the time we have. So, Pooja Dubey, lower back pain, right knee ligament injury. Are you there? Pooja?
Atma Namaste, Master.
Namaste, Pooja. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay,
So-
lower back pain, right knee ligament injury. At least that's what you submitted.
Yeah,
Okay,
lower
where's
back
the pain?
is gone. Lower back pain is gone. But
Oh, you did
2
healing on
weeks
it. Okay.
2 weeks ago on January 28th, I slipped on my stairs. I literally had a ninja split and I injured my right knee. I thought that I fractured. So I went to emergency. Thankfully, there was no fracture, but what they said that I have injury on my medial collateral ligament of right knee. So if this is my right knee, I have like either sprain, strain, or maybe some injury. I was not able to walk for 4 days, but I started receiving energy healing. I'm able to walk. While I'm sitting, I don't have any pain, but I'm unable to if this is my knee and this is my leg, this is the maximum I can pull because or lift my leg up. So
Got it.
I feel strain while walking. I can't climb my stairs. Uh,
Okay. Can you stand up? Okay. Is there a way for you to aim the camera on your knee?
oh, let me try.
No, the reason I'm asking her to do this for all of you who are watching, because I want you to participate in the scanning. Okay. Which knee again? Right knee, left knee?
This one,
knee.
right knee.
Got it. Okay. Are you holding the camera at the same time? It's gonna be
Yes.
tough, huh? Okay. somehow, if you can hold the camera so they can see both knees,
Oh, okay.
just have it in front of you so they can see both knees.
I'll sit and maybe.
Okay, you can sit first for the scanning.
Is
All
it
right, good. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, don't move. Okay, everybody who's watching, follow me. Rub your hands together. Press the center of your palms. Okay, I want you to suspend doubt. It's just for fun. Okay, so because some of you go, this is getting weird. Doesn't matter. Just suspend that for a second. So the right knee is the problem, right, Pooja? You said.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, everybody raise your hand. Say Pooja. Her name Pooja. Pooja. Say Pooja. Energy of right knee. Okay, raise and then move it to the left knee. Say Pooja. Energy of left knee. Again, energy of right knee. Energy of left knee. How many of you could already feel a difference in the sensation between the two? Raise your hand. How many notice the right knee is congested? So basically, if you have somebody who could see energy or you scan it, there's like a bubble around the right knee. So here's what we're going to do. You said you have difficulty raising it. Is that what like you cannot flex it?
Yes, I cannot lift my leg to 180 degrees, straight. It's just like this. And while climbing the
Well, there's a
stairs,
good thing about it. There's a good thing about it. You can kick anyone. I'm kidding. All right. Okay. Could you please stand up again?
yeah.
All right. I apologize. I didn't know it's going to be the knee. Okay. I want you to aim the camera at your knee, and I want you to show us how far you can move it, so we have some idea what is the limitation, so we know what it's going to be like after the healing.
Okay.
Okay. Just show us how far. Okay. Let's start with the left knee. How far can your left knee go?
Left knee is fine. Left knee is fine. I don't know how to show it, but right knee, let me see if I can. Maybe I'll just.
Yeah, I thought we were working on back pain, but you healed it during the self-healing, so that's that. Okay.
Not sure. It's getting difficult. I don't know how
Okay,
to show.
forget about it.
Okay.
It's okay. Just sit down. Let's do it. Sit down. Okay, have a seat. Ready? Okay, close your eyes. Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So I'm going to scan it. I already saw it earlier. It's left knee, right knee. So all of you visualize that you can see her knees like you saw earlier. Try it again. Say left knee, right knee. How many can still feel the right knee is really congested, like popping out? Okay, everybody put your hand down. Okay, Pooja, close your eyes. You don't have to do anything. And this is the idea with distant healing anyway. So I'm just going to visualize her right knee here, her left knee here. Okay, right knee here, left knee here. All I'm going to do is clean it. Now, since she is more severe, I'm going to use color. In advanced panic healing, we use colors to clean. Like I visualize I have a green glove. The green breaks it down, so it goes deeper in a shorter time. Okay, here we go. Carla, could you please get the second person ready? Now, in addition to using green, I'm going to move my hand counterclockwise to draw it out faster, okay? Okay, I'm not done yet. Could all of you scan her right knee and left knee again? Compare. Just picture her knee just like you saw earlier. Try to recall it. Compare the feeling of right knee and left knee. Here are the questions. Number one, is it more congested, less congested, or no change? How many notice it went down in congestion? Okay. Again, it happens in real time, okay? So I'm going to clean it a little more. Now, here's the secret. Anytime you're working with any joint, like if it's elbow, the chakra is on the soft side. We'll talk about this in class. The chakra is on the soft side, not the hard side. So although she's sitting like this, I'm visualizing I'm cleaning the back of the knee. So if I clean the front only and give energy, the energy doesn't go into the back. So I'm cleaning it. Some of you go, this is so technical. Exactly, that's how it works. Okay? I clean it thoroughly. I clean the back of the knee. I'm using a green light. Okay. So if I scan it now, okay, could you guys scan? Visualize her knee, her two knees. How many notice the right knee actually is now depleted? Like actually has a lot less energy. How many notice that? Have you ever gone to a dentist where they remove a cavity, like the cavity, they remove the, whatever, the bad tooth, the inside? So when you remove all that, what's left is a temporary what? Hole. So in our case, after we clean the disease energy out, if you scan the knee, it's depleted. So I'm going to energize. Now, in advanced pranic healing, to strengthen the knee, we're going to use red. That's to strengthen it, more energy goes in. And yellow to solidify and strengthen the ligaments and tendons. Okay? So I focus on my basic chakra, project red, move my hand clockwise. Again, this is a more advanced technique, but at least you heard about it already. Okay, and then it's puja. I'm just repeating in my head. And then yellow to strengthen ligaments and tendons. Okay, let me check. Red again. Yellow. Not together, separately. And stabilize with blue. Cut. Okay, give it a few seconds to absorb. Okay, Pooja, could you stand up? Open your eyes first, might be a good idea. Okay, open your eyes. How do you feel? You okay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Everybody raise your hand. Could you scan her left knee and right knee now? Just picture her. Could you aim the camera down at your knee so some people are not that confident in the visualization?
Okay.
Okay. Could you scan the right knee and left knee and compare? How does it feel now compared to 5 minutes ago? Is it still as congested? That's my question. Yes? No? How many notice it's more even? Okay. Well, we don't know. Okay, Pooja, could you stand up? Give us your honest review.
Let me just move my. I am able to move my leg more freely. It's not like completely straight, but almost I am able to lift my leg without feeling any strain on my left side of the knee. So it's much better.
Okay, so we'll check on you again tomorrow. Okay? So don't wash it tonight. Let it absorb. Okay. Thank you. Namaste. Is the second person ready, Carla? Carolyn. Hello, Carolyn. Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh,
Hi.
yeah. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
Okay, tell us a little bit. You said you're a nurse and
Yes.
you can't work because you're tired and your back pain. Just quickly share with us, will you?
Yeah, so I was injured, and so when I was thrown down, I wound up with pain in the shoulder and the back. Right now, the shoulder's worse because we've been working on the back. So
Okay, so right now, where's the pain? Shoulders. What else?
shoulder right here and my right hip.
In your right hip. You said also you said that is there still lower back pain or you made it
Back
better with the
pain.
practice?
Yeah, as we've been working, the back pain's a little less. The right hip still bothers me. Right now, the shoulder's worse.
Okay. You're not holding the camera, are you?
Nope.
Okay. Could you stand up and back up so we can see more of you, if you don't mind? Okay, a little more. Back up more, as long as you can hear us. Oh, don't fall over. We have to do extra healing. Okay, good. Okay, just stand there. Everybody raise your hand. Her name's Carolyn. So just move your hand, like you can see her right there. Just move your hand right on the screen. Move it down and try to feel if the energy in her body is even from top to bottom. Just try. Say her name, look at the screen, and literally just go like that. How many notice it's really bumpy, uneven? Okay? Sorry, Carolyn, don't mean to make you feel bad. Okay, turn around, please. Okay, Move forward, move forward. There you go. Okay, ready? Everyone, raise your hand. Same thing. Just do a quick scan down her back. All right. How we notice the back is more uneven than the front? Literally, it was going like that. Anybody? Okay. Now she said her right shoulder. Is that what did you say? Right shoulder and right hip.
Right shoulder and right hip.
Okay. Everybody, wash your hands first. Now, this is very important. I know I've known people who've been healing for a long time forget about this. If you don't keep your hands clean, like in between scanning, everything feels congested because you have a layer of old energy in your hand. Make sense? Okay, ready? Use one hand. Compare the right shoulder. Say Carolyn, right shoulder. Carolyn, left shoulder. How many notice the right shoulder is definitely not the same as the left? How many can feel a severe, at least in my end, I feel congestion, like it's like a big bulge. Okay? Now watch. Scan the right hip compared to the left hip. Also congested. Now, you have a meridian, you have an energy channel going around the waist. That's called the belt meridian. So in her case, even the issue is the right, it's clogging up the channel going around the waist. That was partially causing the lower back pain. So here's what we're going to do. Carolyn, could you face me, please? Turn around. Okay, first question. Do you want to keep the pain? You want to get rid of it?
I'd love to get rid of it.
Okay, good. Some of you go, why? That's a stupid question. Believe it or not, there are people who want to keep their pain because that's their identity. They've lived with it so long, or that's how they get attention. That's why they keep pain. That's why I always ask, do you want to get better? Yes or no? Okay, good enough. Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Close your eyes. So I just do a quick cleaning. Since we have short on time, I'm going to do a little faster. I'll use colors. So I'm going to first clean her with green. Okay, all I'm doing is imagining my hand is filled with green light and just do a quick cleansing in the front. Allow the energy to flow better throughout the front of her body. Now she has some cords on the solar plexus. Let me pull those out. Same on the throat. She worries too much. And her navel area, the energy is clogged, so it might be affecting her digestion. Let me clean that. Okay, Carolyn, could you kindly turn around? All right, on her back heart, in between her shoulder blades, there's a big cord, almost like a spear. Let me pull that out. Let's see. Right there. Okay, that came off. Back solar plexus. A lot of old emotions in there. Let me just. Anxiety and worry. Okay, let's clean that out. I'm still using green light, huh? So all I'm doing is imagine my hands are filled with green light as I focus on my throat and keep the green light breaking things down as I move it with my hands. Right shoulder. Clean it down the arm. Okay, and the jaw is affected. Are you guys okay with the running commentary so you know what I'm doing? Okay, if I scan, her right jaw is affected. Even though the shoulder is the issue, the right jaw is blocked. Carolyn, could you open your right armpit a little bit for me? Thank you. Remember, the shoulder, remember every time you have a joint, the chakra is where? In the soft side. So I'm going to clean the right arm, and then I'm going to go in the right armpit, just clean out that block. Okay. Okay, you can put your arm down now. All right, I want you, all of you who are watching, do something for me. One of the major blockages that she has is inside the shoulder blade. So I want you to go like this. Everyone follow me. Everyone go like this. It's interactive. Okay, it feels the same, right? Put one hand down. Now one hand, cup it like this. I want you to look at her right shoulder blade. And then imagine you're going in and scraping inside. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull it out. Don't throw. Open your clean hand. Open this hand. Compare. How many of you could feel a definite difference in sensation? How many feel like it's sticky and heavy? Okay, throw in the salt water. I know some of you go, man, this is wild. How could I do this on the screen? And I don't even know where the heck she is. Is daylight over there? Is night? It doesn't matter. If you have absolute certainty that energy is everywhere, who cares? Okay? Carolyn, before we continue, could you move your arm, your shoulder, your hip? Give us an honest feeling. How are you feeling? Better, worse? Turn out, tell us. We can read minds.
The pain in my hip is, right now, I don't notice it. And the shoulder's probably about half of what it was.
Okay, could you point to the area where there's still pain? Right there.
Right there.
Okay, put your hand down. Thank you. Okay, put your hand down. So if I scan across her shoulder, right there. Okay, could all of you who are watching try it? Just imagine she's in front of you. Just slide your hand horizontally on the shoulder. How many can feel something on the trouble spot she was complaining about? How many can almost feel like this, and it's like a little, it's almost like a little bump. Okay, put your hand down. All right. So all I'm gonna do, I go like this. It's right there. So I'm just gonna go in with green light, move my hand counterclockwise, or I should call it somewhere else, anti-clockwise. Go in, go deep, about 3 inches in, pull that blockages out, throw in salt water. Okay, I go in again, right there, pull, cut. And then sweep the arm down. Again, I have not put any energy in. All I did was what? Cleaning. Clean the spine. Clean some more. Could you open your armpit again a little bit? Thank you. Okay, put it down. Thank you. Let me just check. Okay, let me clean the whole belt meridian area. Remember we said around your waist, this is energy channel. So let me just clean it like this. I'm still using green light. All right, could everyone just scan her back? Just move your hand down her back. Tell me if it feels the same as when we just got started. Same or smoother? Even. If it's even, just go like this. Okay. Now, remember, no energizing was done. Okay, could you turn around for me, please, Carolyn? Okay, could you move around? Give us a report on pain level.
It's a little sore, but the real tight pain is gone.
Okay, how's the hip?
What hip? It's
that
good.
one, the one you were complaining about.
It's good.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, most of you might wonder, you didn't even give any energy. As I said again and again, you're swimming in an ocean of energy. If you just keep your energy field clean, that alone will do wonders. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let you go. Tomorrow, make sure you're on. We'll ask you how it feels. Tonight,
Thank
this
you.
is what you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. This is what you do after we sign off. Absolutely nothing. Just let the body breathe that life force in. Now, if I'm there with her in person or I'm doing this full session, after I clean those areas, I will pick the areas that need energy and put the appropriate color, red, orange, blue, whatever, based on the protocol. Is that clear? But I just want to show you, cleaning alone does wonders. So here's what we're going to do now. I want you to stand up. Let's do a self-cleaning with green. The only reason you will not do this if you're pregnant, okay? If you're pregnant, green is not safe for the baby. If you're not sure, use white. Okay, let's go. Everybody stand up. After this, we'll do the Tibetan exercises. By the way, if you're a VIP and Premier, after we sign off, stay on for another 15-20 minutes. We'll do Q&A, okay? For the ones who are in VIP and Premier, after we finish the event for even the 2 hours, please don't log off. We'll have another 15-20 minutes of Q&A and help you with whatever concerns you have. Okay, here we go. Okay, you have your saltwater bucket there, right? Okay, remember we did sweeping like this yesterday? Now, I want you to do this. Take your hand, tap your throat area. Now, watch. Not here. That's a minor chakra. It's a small. We want the major one, which is higher. So go like this. Okay, focus on it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now put your attention there. Raise both hands. Focus on your throat. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, imagine green light wrapping around your both hands. Go, do it again. Focus on your throat. Take a deep breath. Focus on your palms. Exhale. Imagine you have huge green gloves. Go. One more time. Focus on your throat. Inhale. As you exhale, imagine bright green gloves around your hand. All right. Look at me. Go like this. How many can feel almost like their hands feel bigger? Like there's something there. So what you're doing, with that 3 breaths, you're taking the energy here and concentrating it like big, I don't know, spatulas or whatever, so you can scrape yourself with it. So the white light technique works, the green works deeper. So we'll take our time with this. You have your salt water there, right? So again, tap your throat, put your hand like this. So you're going to put part of your tension in your throat, part of it on your green gloves. So we're going to clean the middle, clean left and right, and then the back, middle, left and right. Okay, go. Open your hands. Go. Let it go through your brain. Let the green light go through your brain, your nose, your eyes. If you have throat issues, go in and clean it. Imagine the green gloves going in, scraping stuff out. Dig the midsection. Remember, we store a lot of stuff in the solar plexus. Imagine the green gloves going deep inside. Scrape it out. Down your bell button. Down your sex center. Go all the way down. Dump it into the salt water. Can you overclean? Let's do it again. Okay, green glove. Clean your brain, your eyes, your face, your throat, your chest, solar plexus. Really dig into your solar plexus. Navel, sex center. Go all the way down. Dump into the salt water. Okay, wash your hands, please, if you have it. Now, the left side. In the Pranic Healing class, in advanced planning, we go through 5 lines. For now, for the sake of time, we'll do 3. So, line 1. Now, we want to use big gloves. Just clean the left side of your brain, left jaw, left side of your chest, the spleen area, dig, left hip. Now go all the way down. If you cannot reach down, all you got to do is visualize your gloves going right all the way to the feet. Go all the way down, throw in the salt water. Do it again. We'll do 2 times each area. Just keep your attention in your throat and your hands. Keep the green light going. Okay, dump in the salt water. All right, now watch this. All we did was clean the middle and the left. So if you stood like this, how many almost feel like imbalance? I'm curious. We did not clean the right side. Right? That gives you an idea. It's more free flowing here because the channels are cleaner. Now let's clean the right side. So cup your hands, clean the right side, the right brain, right jaw. A lot of stress is in the jaw area. In your jaw chakras, you have minor chakras here that feed energy to the carotid arteries to your brain. Right chest, liver. We store a lot of anger in liver. Go in and dig it with green light. Just dig it out. No extra charge. Just dig. Okay. Down your right hip, all the way down past your feet, dump it in salt water. Do it again. Right jaw, right chest. Okay. Liver, hip, all the way down your feet, dump it in salt water. Okay, wash your hands. All right, let's clean our backs. Now, I know based on what I saw yesterday, a lot of you felt better cleaning your back with white light. Let's try with green light. Okay? So imagine looking at your own back, say your name. Okay, go like this with your green, like a surgeon. Ta-da! With big green gloves. Okay, the back of your head. Go in. So let the green glove go into the body. Don't just do it, outside. If this is my hand, this is the body. Imagine the green glove penetrating. That way you clean the inner channels. Okay? Go. Go in. Clean the back of the head. Say your name. Your neck. A lot of people hold stress in your neck. We're on the spine. In between the shoulder blades. The mid-back. Okay, a lot of you complain about lower back. We're going to get to you. Dig. Go in. Dig with green light. Especially the areas that you complain about, sitting, standing, just dig it with green light. Down the base of your spine, all the way down, dump it into salt water. One more time. Make your green light brighter. Clean the brain, the back of the head, the neck, each vertebra, between the shoulder blades, mid-back, lower back, base of the spine, all the way down, dump it into salt water. Okay, don't wash your hands yet. Go like this. How many can feel sticky and ugh? Could you imagine there are healers out there that never clean themselves because they say, no, there's no such thing as dirty energy, disease energy. So where do you think all that stuff goes? Into their arm. Then they complain, back pain, shoulder pain, all that stuff. Okay, so wash your hands. So in class, we have two people, each with a bucket and a sprayer. So that way we can keep going from 9 a.m. to like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Okay, left side. So visualize yourself, left side. Clean the left side of your brain, left jaw, left shoulder blade, the spleen area, left kidney. As you know, fear is stored in the kidneys. You talk to anybody who studied Oriental medicine, just go in with the green light, just dig it out. Left hip, down the back of the knee, all the way down, throw in salt water. How many is that? Is that one or two? Is the first one or second one? Just the first one? Ooh, what the heck is that? Balloons. Okay. Okay, let's do it again. Green light. Clean the back of the head, the left side. Okay, right here. Okay, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, spleen, kidney, hip, all the way down the feet. Dump in the salt water. Okay. Let's clean the right side. So, same thing. Right side, so visualize your green glove, clean the right side of the brain, right jaw, right shoulder blade, the liver, kidney, hip, all the way down the feet, dump in the salt water. One more time. Right brain, right jaw, right shoulder blade, liver, kidney, hip, all the way down, dump it. Okay, wash your hands. Okay, I want you to face a saltwater bucket. Come on, just force your saltwater bucket. Raise your hand like this. Say all negative energies, cut, disconnect. Okay, shake it off. All right, how do you feel? Anybody feel lighter? That's green. So in the class, we use green, we use the different colors. Now, stay standing. Let's transition over to the Tibetan breathing exercises. Okay. The Tibetan breathing exercise is called mental physics. You know, mental and then physics. So just to give you a little background, This was brought to the West by an Englishman named Edwin J. Dingle. So he first came into the United States, and then he shared it with the people. When I first found out about it, it was quite interesting. I went to the place. It's in Joshua Tree in Southern California. And I remember talking to the people, because he passed already like 40 years ago. So I was talking to the people who were in charge of it. I said, hey, could you tell me a little bit about Edwin J. Dingle? They said, oh, he was kind. He was very loving. I go, okay, that's nice. Tell me something interesting. He said, well, they look at each other. What happened was, when he first came to the place, he had a lot of different ailments. And then he was doing these breathing exercises outside. Now, Joshua Tree it's like Sedona. If you heard of Sedona, it has a lot of energy coming off the ground. So he combined the two. He did these breathing exercises, plus lots of prana from the ground coming up, and the environment is very charged. So in less than, I think, a year or two, a lot of the ailments start disappearing. So that's one. Number two, they look at each other, they go, well, something that's weird. He died at 92, okay, in his sleep. But the interesting part is, before he passed, from like 60, 70, whatever, if you look at him, he doesn't have any wrinkles. I go, are you serious? Most people, even in their 40s, already have. He says, yeah, it's very, very smooth. Somehow he's able to retain his youthfulness. So, inside tip here, if you want to stay young and lots of energy, this is your breathing exercise. So let's just go through it step by step. Anyway, the ones who are in VIP and Premier, you have this video, you can watch again. Those who are not, after the event, you can purchase it if you like, so you can have the 4 days, okay? So let's practice. The first one, which I'm not going to go through because of time, because a lot of you have done yoga already, is alternate nostril breathing. Okay, most of you know, if you don't know it, just look for it, alternate nostril breathing. It's also in the book, Your Hands Can Heal You. Right? Most of you know that. If you don't, again, it's easy to find. The rest, most of you don't know. So, stand straight. You're going to inhale through your nose, exhale out of your mouth. So you're going to start here. You're going to inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. Okay? So we'll do that 14 times. So I'll just give you a quick preview. That's it. Inhale nose, exhale mouth. We'll do it 14 times. Ready? Put your hands beside you. Let's go. Touch your head. Go. We'll do it 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Keep your tongue on your palate. Be still. Keep your neck straight. Slowly exhale. Okay, be still. Don't move. Some of you might feel a rush of energy to your head. That's why don't move. Okay, open your eyes. So this stuff, it's actually the second one. I'll just call it first for tonight. What this does, it cleanses a lot of negative thoughts, negative emotions in your head. So when you do this, you'll notice afterwards your mind is clear. Okay? So next one, put your hands beside you. Now listen carefully. From here on to the last exercise, you have to keep two things in mind. Every time you inhale, you compress your belly and pull up your pelvic floor. Okay? What is it? Okay, so I go. Immediately, I pull in my belly, pull up the pelvic floor. What it does, it takes the energy that you're absorbing and you're compressing it into your secondary nerve. It's just like putting more stuff in your warehouse in a short time. Okay? So, put your hands beside you. Take a deep breath. Tense your entire body. Pull in your belly. Pull up your pelvic floor. Tighten your entire body. Tighten it. Tighten it. Exhale. Again. Ready? Inhale. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor, tighten every muscle in your body from your head to your feet to your fingers. Tight, tight, tight. Exhale. One more. Ready? Inhale. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor, tighten everything. Exhale. Okay, relax. All right, next one. The next one, you're going to inhale. You're going to bring your arms up. And then your hands are going to be on top. Now, because of the camera, I can't move it further than the wall. So I'll show you what the hands look like. So I'm going to kneel. So when the hands are up, basically it's going like this. Not this way, like a lot of you do in yoga. It's this way. Okay? So when you inhale, you're going to go like that. And you're going to exhale in 3 areas. 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. What the heck is here? 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So it looks like this. Let me see if I don't hit anything. Shh, 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 shh. Like that. Okay? So let's try it. Stand straight. Take a deep breath. Compress your belly. Pull up your pelvic floor. Bring your hands up. Exhale. Shh, 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 shh. Again. Inhale. Compress your belly. Pull up your pelvic floor. Tighten everything. Exhale. Shh, 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 shh. One more. Inhale. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor. Exhale. Shh, 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 shh. All right. You guys okay? One more. This is good. Inhale. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor. Tighten everything. Exhale. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, excellent. All right, next one. By the way, all of these are also in the book, Your Hands Can Heal You. Okay, I'm just going to announce in a few minutes the winners who were picked from your, what do you call this, the feedback you gave. Okay, so next one, inhale, put your arms like this, clench your fist. Okay, I'll go this way, so different angle. Then you're going to hold your breath, compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor, and go 1, 2, 3, exhale. That's simple. Again, inhale, clench your fists, hold your breath, compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor, slowly. 1, 2, open up your rib cage. 3, down. One more. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor. 1, 2, 3, down. One more. Inhale. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor. 1, 2, and 3, down. All right. Everybody okay? Nobody's on the floor? We're in business. Okay, good. Next one. We're going to swing our arms back slowly. So you're going to inhale, compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor, and just simply move your arms back comfortably backwards. Be careful with your shoulder joint. Okay, ready? Inhale. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor. Go. 1, 2, and 3. Exhale. Again, inhale. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Compress belly, pull up pelvic floor, tighten everything. Go. 1, 2, and 3. Exhale. Okay, good. Next one. There's several ways to do this. I'll show you 2 of them. First, one of them is you put your hand behind you like a triangle, and you can see that in the camera. So like a triangle like this on your lower back. So you're gonna inhale, hold your breath and go back to that spot 3 times. So it looks like this. If I have it here, 1, 2, 3, down, exhale. That's one way. A more powerful way is you take your hand and you pull your thumb. So I'm going to put my hand behind me. I'm going to take my left, pull on my right thumb, pull it down, take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. So whichever one you like, it works. The one that's like this is easier, especially if you don't have much mobility in your shoulder. If you can, the other one, when you pull, as you pull, it goes like that. Okay, so whichever one you like. I might hit something here, but we'll do our best. Okay, whichever one you do, put your hand behind you. Take a deep breath. Compress your belly, pull up your pelvic floor. Go. 1, hold your breath, pull. If you're doing it. 2, 3. Side. Again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. One more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. exhale. Okay. We have 2 more to go. How do you guys feel? Energy up, energy down? How do you feel? A little charge? Mind is clear? Okay, good. Next. This one I want you to watch first. There's 2 parts. First, you're going to put your palm this way, parallel to the ground, your index finger almost touching or touching. You're going to put it below your belly button. So if you can see me in the camera, right here. Okay, this is my belly button. It's right here. That's the starting point. Okay? You're going to open up your chest like this. So inhale, hold your breath, move your head forward. 1, 2, 3. Exhale out of the mouth. Without inhaling, move your body front and back comfortably 3 times. Okay, watch first. I'll do the entire thing once. Okay, I put my hand in the right place. I will inhale. Then without inhaling, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Stop. Take a deep breath. Hands to the side. Exhale. Okay, it's more complicated to explain. It's actually simple. When you're moving your head front and back, your breath is held in. After you exhale, as you move your body gently front and back, you keep your breath out. Now listen, some of you have complained about back pain. Be careful. If you can't do the other one, just can't go far up enough, just move back what you can comfortably. Okay? So let's do this 3 times. Ready? Here. You can see that? Okay. Are you ready? Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Without inhaling, comfortably. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Take a deep breath. Hands to the side. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Without inhaling. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Take a deep breath. Hands to the side. Exhale. I think that's twice, right? 1 more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Without inhaling. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, and backwards. Take a deep breath. Hands to the side. Exhale. Okay. How many feel like lots of energy? Last one. Take a wider stance. Now, the purpose of this wider stance is to allow the energy to spread all. We've been doing everything front and back. So you're going to put you in the same position. You're going to inhale, hold your breath, and just move side to side 3 times and exhale. That's it. This is just to distribute energy both sides. Okay, ready? Okay, that's it. So you inhale, hold your breath, compress belly, pull up pelvic floor, side to side 3 times. Okay, let's do 2 more times. Inhale. One more time. Okay, that's it. The only thing we didn't do was the alternate nostril breathing. How many of you feel more energized? I'm curious, raise your hand. How many feel more alert? Actually, we did the softer version. The stronger version, you do it 7 times each. It's better than 5 cups of coffee. You have a lot of energy, your mind is clear, and it's not jittery energy. You just feel like, yeah. So it floods your body with prana. So before you heal someone who has low energy, you can use this. You do your breathing exercises first. By the time you go there, your body is like literally a big pranic energy sponge. Okay, shake it off. All right, have a seat. We're almost done. I know I went a little bit over time, but I really want to put as much content in as I can. So what is it? There you go. If you're there, congratulations, Carol Lamkowski, Sonny Somratu, Purnima Kar, Jerica Fields, Katie Bunn, Ravnita Singh, Sasha Blanchard, Robin Day, Pooja Kar, Daryl Shulman James. Congratulations. So we'll message you on the chat so that you can provide a mailing address. We'll send it to you. Now the book, just to give you an idea, the Your Hands Can Heal book was written by myself and a medical doctor, Dr. Robbins, not related to Eric Robbins. It's like an overview of pranic healing, and the breathing exercises are in there. Okay, so and it's a book on mostly self-healing. All right. Now, are we looking forward to tomorrow? Day 3, you use electric violet, high frequency energy to disintegrate all limiting beliefs and thoughts about money and prosperity. See, I could have just say, okay, we'll do pranic psychotherapy practice, but we want to focus it on something that's more practical. So tomorrow, here's what you're going to do. This is your homework. You already have it on your chat already. If tomorrow when you come in, if you can think of 3 limiting beliefs that have been holding you back to be more successful, have it there with you so that when you do the self-healing, you have something to work on so you can compare before and after. How do I feel about money? How do I feel about prosperity? And so on. So you have something to work on. Then we'll go into more detail on the psychospiritual function of the chakras. We just gave you a clue today. Okay, basic chakra has to do with your physical body and prosperity. But tomorrow we'll dive more into it. So you really understand that literally the condition of your chakras affect your behavior. And your behavior will affect your chakras. All right, self-healing for anger, resentment, and unless somebody objects, we'll actually do a healing on all of you to clean your basic chakra so that you'll be more prosperous. I think anybody could use that, right? Self-limiting beliefs, worries, cares, concerns, because what people don't realize is these thoughts work in the background. Again, I'll give it a very simple example. I'm sure you know people where they want to be successful, but when things start becoming better, they self-sabotage. Anybody? Show of hands? A lot of it is old thought forms inside the chakra. Watch this. It's not here. It's in here. So, we'll do that tomorrow. Okay? All right. And last thing here, just want to reiterate because people, there's a change already. Again, Healer's Mastery is coming up. Those are the 2 dates. And I shared this with you last night. That's normally how much it costs. And then you have the instructional videos and personal development videos. Now, before I continue, how many of you enjoyed that somebody was guiding you? Step 1, do this. Step 2, instead of going, right? So that's one of the reasons why we came up with this. So that the ones who are really serious, we want to give you support. You have 3 videos that includes 1 for daily energy hygiene, cutting the cord, cleaning yourself up. The second one has to do with healing someone with respiratory ailments. Third one has to do with musculoskeletal pain. Well, I'll guide you to it step by step. And then you have the personal development one, a healing meditation, self-healing meditation, and also manifestation meditation. Anyway, it's all there. So instead of 4450, if you register in this event, it's going to be, what is it? 2050. Oh, by the way, we only have room for 200. That was yesterday. Today, we only have room, if I remember, I think less than 120. Because people registered already. So if it's something you want to do, this I promise you. You see the intensity I teach online. And if you've taken the classes with me, would you agree I teach like this and even crazier? That's how I do it, because I want to make sure you learn it. And one thing I really love is when I met Tony Robbins, I go, man, this guy's crazier than me. He's full out intensity from morning to night. That's what I also do. So if you want to learn, come to Healer's Mastery. You have the dates there. Now, if it's not in your budget or the timing doesn't work, go to panichealing.com. Tomorrow we'll show you a link. We also have very good certified instructors that can teach the same class, but instead of all 5 days, it's basically 4 weekends. Level 1 panic healing, level 2, level 3, level 4. In Healer's Mastery, we pack it all together so there's continuity. But if that's not for you, you can easily learn this to help yourself and other people. All right. I think you have enough of me for a while. The ones in VIP and Premier, don't log off. The rest of you, we'll let you go in a minute. Before we do that, let's give thanks, shall we? By the way, some of the comments before said, well, I don't believe in God. It doesn't matter. Just do it anyway. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Tuan Kok Sui, Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, love, guidance, healing, and protection. Thank you. In full faith. So be it. Now, on that note, I just want to add something here. You can be a spiritual person and still be an atheist. I'll talk about that on day 4. You can be a spiritual person and be an atheist. So don't use that label, I'm an atheist, I'm a believer. You'll be shocked that a lot of things that you're doing, basic is tap into that spirit that is you. That's that. Namaste, everyone. The ones in VIP and Premier, don't log off. The rest of you, good night.